Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. I am planning in my Erin Condren vertical planner, but I just recently got a neutral vertical and I am going back. I'm really struggling. Like, I feel at home in the Erin Condren vertical, but I'm struggling on whether or not to do neutral or colorful, because they both have their advantages. Like, let me show you a page. They really do have their advantages, both of them. I kind of usually do kind of base my color scheme off the colors that they provide in the layouts, and I get nervous that, I don't know, I'll kind of be uninspired in here. And then I also get nervous that the dark headers would be hard to cover up with washi tape, because that's typically where I put my washi, is up on top. I usually put my washi up top, and I feel like, I don't know, I mean, this was still kind of a darker green, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad, and it doesn't bother me how much you could see through on here, but I don't know, there's just so much I like about the neutral, and I see so many people who I follow and I'm inspired by, like, having the neutral planner, and I just absolutely love it. And this is like, this font and this little thankful thought box and this flag, I'm thinking of you, plan with Ronald. I love it. Like, it's just, I love it. And I like the minimalistic approach to it. So I don't know, I'm really struggling. But for now, I'm giving myself until like January to decide whether I'm staying in the colorful or going to switch over to the neutral. I want to kind of be in one book for the new year. Now, I am not sure that there is such a thing as planner piece. I've yet to find it myself. But I know that my planner company that I use, or the type of planner I use, is Erin Condren and the spiral bound. So at least I've narrowed that down. I just need to narrow down the layout and the colors. But I have been back inside of the Erin Condren colorful, and I am really liking it. I thought I would flip through, kind of show you guys what it looks like so far. So I started the colorful in November, and I did decorate the monthly. I've really been liking decorating my monthly, which is something I never ever used to do. I never even used to use my monthly spread, which, by the way, if you see, I'm wearing Erin Condren pajamas. I love these. They're so comfortable, and it's snowing here, so I'm like doing a pajama day, and I figured what better outfit to film in than my Erin Condren pajamas. But anyways, stay focused, Kim. I am really liking the vertical. So this was my monthly spread. Like I said, I kind of used a kit. This kit's from Mila print shop. You guys know I love her shop, and I love her monthly spreads. I really do. Like, they're really pretty. So I used that. And then this was my first week in the planner, but I back planned because the first planner I got, the coil was damaged. So by the time I got this, I had to back plan. So this isn't like a full, like a good look at how I plan, because it was back planning. And then the next week I'm gonna skip over because there's a lot of pictures of my family in there. I try and keep the kids off the internet as much as I can, but I just basically, we were on vacation that week in the Bahamas, so I just took a bunch of pictures and literally just filled square after square. I did no decorating aside from the pictures. And then this was a kit, which I'm teetering on if I like using kits or if I don't. Typically I don't, because I'm a white space planner, and I feel like when I buy a kit I need to use all the stickers and it gets overwhelming, and I really do like a white space spread. But this kit from Cho Cho and Mimi is like a good in-between. There's enough stickers to give you a feel for the spread, but it's not overwhelming, and I liked it. But we were super busy that week, so I kind of trickled off with planning at the end of the week. Nonetheless, I did like this kit a lot. Then this was like a full kit week where I had like 0 white space. And this is a kit from Glam Plans. Now, typically on the actual week of a holiday, I will go full out kit. I don't mind using a kit, because typically the only thing I use my planner for when it's the holiday weeks is checklists of things to get done before the holiday. So I'm fine with using that, and it actually kind of feels a little bit more festive to me. So that's what I did. And then December, which is the month we're on currently, these little dividers are from Ashy on Etsy. I will try and remember to link her shop below, because this is one of my new favorite like planner must-haves. It's so nice to have these clipped in instead of using paper clips, although I do still love my Oli clips and I still use those. I like these a lot too. So this kit is from Planner Kate. Again, I just kind of did a full kit spread. I feel like that kind of makes me want to flip back to it and use it for what it is intended for. And so far, I'm just writing in a memory from each day. What I do, because I don't remember to do it every day, as you can see, I stopped doing it on the 7th. Today is the 11th. I take a picture of whatever it is that I want to remember for that day, and then I'll go back and kind of like back plan and just flip through my camera to see what we did that day and what memory I wanted to keep track of for that day. And then this was last week, and this is kind of a good, I feel like a good glimpse of my true planning style. This is like my planner roots. I mean, I started off without a lot of stickers, but the most part of like a lot of white space, small icons or small stickers to indicate different events is kind of like what I go for when I'm planning. I found a new sticker shop and a lot of these stickers are from her. It was Lexie Kylee Designs. I'm obsessed with her stickers, like seriously obsessed. And that's kind of what that's where a lot of these stickers came from. But I've been finding a lot of new sticker shops lately. Like I really like Bubba Bear, Planning Roses, Once More with Love, the Coffee Monsterz Co, Planner Kate. But then at the same time, I like my old school people like Rory's Sweet Addiction and Mila Print Shop and all those older shops that I always shop from. So anyways, I'm going off on a tangent, but I have been really liking the vertical layout. I just feel like it's home to me. This is the first planner I ever had. Was an Erin Condren. I had uncoiled it and put it in a file effects. Ended up not working for me. I didn't realize that spiral bound planners were like my go-to. So having it back in a spiral bound and being in the vertical form, I just feel right now is fitting my life. Now, I think that planners are ever evolving. I think your needs are ever evolving. I think that sometimes I need an hourly, sometimes I need a vertical, but for the most part right now, a vertical fits my lifestyle the best. So after all of that talking and that flip through, this is the week we're planning from, which is Monday the 12th and through Sunday the 18th. I have a lot of stuff that's going on that's not written down, so I need to add that in before I start planning. But another thing that I'm going to do before I start planning is switch out my covers. I'm going to put this cover on to my planner. This planner cover was from a long time ago, but I know so many people who want this. I wish they would like kind of bring back like their throwback week, like a throwback week for Erin Condren covers, because there's a lot of covers that people wanted to get their hands on but couldn't, or didn't realize that they would like it as much as they did until they saw it on somebody else's planner. So this is an old cover from a few years ago. This is new. This is still available. I will leave a link for Erin Condren's website down below for you. Alright, so I have my new cover on. I love this Follow the Law cover. It's so cute. It's like festive but not like over. I don't know, I like it a lot. I think it's really pretty, and I love anything with rainbows on it, so very cute. And then I think the kits that I'm going to use is a combination of this Mila Print Shop kit, which I'll show you kind of what I have. So I have like these little full boxes and some date covers, some little decorative stickers, and then I also pulled some other Mila Print Shop ones that don't necessarily go with the kit, but they kind of go with the color scheme. I'm doing like a blue, pink, red, green scheme, so I thought those were cute to pull. And then I have this sidebar tracker. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that, but it kind of goes with. And then just these were in with my other Mila Print Shop stickers, so I might use those headers. And then with that, I just used some Oli clips to kind of clip my things together because I'm storing them inside of this pouch from Target. It's like a felt, not felt, fabric, plaid, like flannel, that's the word I'm looking at. It's like kind of like a flannel material, and I have all of my holiday stickers kind of tucked inside there, but they get lost in there because it's kind of like there's no dividers or anything in there, so I use these Oli clips. They're the little ones to kind of keep them together, and then that way when I go to pull them out, they all come out together. And then I have this Planner Kate kit, which has some washi, some full boxes and half boxes and quarter boxes, and then this is like meant to go with a personal planner, but I kind of like the sizes of all these and then like the words and stuff, so we'll see if I use those. And then I also have my Happy Planner sticker book, which I made. I will throw it up in a card for you guys to see if you are interested in making one of these for yourselves, but I have all of my Happy Planner stickers. And I'm sorry if in the background you hear plows. It's snowing here, so you may hear like the plow noises. I can't really do anything about that, but anyways, I have my Happy Planner sticker book, which I think a lot of these really go along with that color scheme. So hopefully they'll work together and be super cute. I went ahead and added in the things that I needed to add in, and I pulled some washi. This is the washi tape that I pulled to match, but I don't know, because I just was looking at my kit from Planner Kate and it comes with washi. So what I might do is use one of these washis on the top and then one of mine on the bottom. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I like these two snowmen. This one's from Target, which was $1. And this one was from a group of washi tapes that I got from Michael's, but I think this kind of goes better with the colors. And then to cut my washi, I use this palette knife, which is by Artist Loft, and I got this at Michael's for like $2. I used a coupon. I think they're regularly $5, but I ended up using a coupon, and it cuts really nice, and it's gets into tight spots, so I like it. Okay, so that is all set up, and then I think I'm gonna use, I don't know, green and blue. I think I'm gonna do green and blue on the bottom. And these aren't made for any specific planner, so you will have to trim them. They are stickers, so that's another reason why I like that Artist Loft palette knife, is because it's nice and sharp and it will cut through sticker paper without a problem. And I'm gonna save this because I might use that for my header or something else down the road. And then I think I'm gonna do a double layer of washi this week. And I'm gonna do the red. I've really been loving Planner Kate stickers lately. I just feel like they're, I don't know, they're like just enough. I kind of feel like that's my MO lately, is just enough. Like I don't want too much, but I want just enough. And I feel like her stickers are kind of like that, where it's decorative and pretty and bright and just, I don't know, they're exactly what I've been looking for lately. And I actually was kind of not pushed into Planner Kate, but introduced to Planner Kate a little bit further from Happy Place Planning, and I will link her Instagram below, because she uses them a lot and I adore her planner. So I had heard of Planner Kate, but I actually used her bookmarks a lot, but not her stickers. And when I saw how Happy Place Planning was using them, I really, really liked them. So that is the story of me and Planner Kate. All right, so that's down, and then, I don't know, I always go back and forth between wanting to use the Thankful Thought box, like as a Thankful Thought, because I have a ton of Thankful Thoughts, but at the same time, I do feel like it's like a centerpiece, kind of like a focal point for the theme of the week. So like you could see here, I used one from the Happy Planner, and it kind of matched and set the tone of the colors for the week, and that's kind of what I use that for. But I do like the idea of a Thankful Thought. I guess I could put the Thankful Thought somewhere else, but I don't know. All right, so then I think I'm gonna do these date covers, which are from Mila Print Shop. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is my sidebar, and I don't think I'm gonna use that one from Mila Print Shop, just because I have another sticker kit that would actually match really well with, so I'm gonna save it for when I use that sticker kit. I'm just gonna put my to-dos over here, and then I think I'm gonna use this little piece of the sticker washi from down below, and then I'm gonna use this, which color? Green, we'll do green. This to-do header, which again is from Mila Print Shop, and then I'm gonna take this little cutie from the Coffee Monsterz Co. and kind of put it on the end of here. It looks like they're writing a list, so I think it kind of goes well with the to-do list section. And then I'm gonna take one of these little checklists, which are from Mila Print Shop. It's such a simple sticker sheet that you would think like, is that really necessary? But it really, really unifies the checklist on the sidebar and makes it like uniform and simplistic. So I'm gonna do that, and they line up perfectly with the sidebar checklist, which I have a hard time finding checklists that actually line up well with that. Usually like the heart ones are either too big or whatever, so it's nice to have something that is like matches perfectly. And then on my second checklist, I'm gonna use this little things header just to keep track of things. You know what, I'm gonna use this washi underneath just to keep track of things that I need to get done for like Christmas time, maybe last minute gifts or sending out packages that I need to send out, stuff like that. And then on the bottom here, I think I'm gonna use this like half box from Planner Kate and layer it with a Mila print shop sticker, this little winter wonderland. That was cute. And it kind of takes up that space perfectly. And then I think I'm gonna use this little coffee Monsterz Co, kind of like, looks like he's shopping, just to match the one up here. All right, so that is my sidebar. I am going to write it in now, just to kind of get rid of these Post-its and clean it up a little bit. And to write on my actual planner paper, I use my Micron. And then I know I'm gonna use my Lexie Kylee pre-K stickers. All right, and then my daughter has her preschool party on Thursday, so I'm gonna use one of these Planner Kate half boxes. And then I'm gonna use these little coffee Monsterz Co. Kind of looks like a little kid with a penguin and teddy bear stuffed animal. So I will use that just to indicate her preschool party. And to write on that, it's not a glossy sticker, but just to make it pop a little bit more, I'm going to use this Sharpie fine point. And I'm going to have her bring her teacher gift, I think, on that day. So I'm going to use one of these green Planner Kate teardrop stickers. The Visit Santa thing isn't scheduled yet. We're waiting to hear back from one of our friends on which day we're going to go. So I'm going to take that off for right now. And then the zoo lights is a for sure thing. So I think I'm gonna take this little polar bear guy, and then this Sea Christmas light sticker, and this kind of blue snowflake one. These are all from the Happy Planner sticker book. So I ended up just lifting up my washi and putting this under. It was a little bit easier than trimming it. I'm gonna layer it with this Sea Christmas lights. Actually, I might put the panda down first, or not panda, polar bear. And I'm gonna flip back to Monday. And on Monday, always go get coffee. So I'm gonna use these little coffee cups from my Mila print shop sticker book, or sticker set. Some organizational stuff done this week because I feel like when I bring in a bunch of Christmas gifts, specifically for my kids, it just gets overwhelming. So I want to kind of purge everything out, donate everything we need to donate to charity or who's ever taking it, and then I have a clean slate to bring all that stuff in. So on Monday, I'm actually going to work on my closet. I think I'm going to use one of these sweet pink elephant hanger stickers just to kind of indicate that. And then on Tuesday, my daughter has Girl Scouts. They are making care packages for sick kiddos in the hospital, which she actually has to bring supplies for to donate for part of the boxes that they're making. So I'm gonna use this little girl, which I think this was from Planner Penny, if I'm correct. And then flipping over back to Sunday. Our cleaning service comes on Monday, and I like to kind of have everything ready on Sunday so that Monday morning I'm not running around like a crazy person getting ready, you know, cleaning for the cleaning crew to come. But they do a lot of stuff, like they change our sheets, and like I try to have all the clutter off the counter. So I'm going to use something to indicate cleaning that up. And then also I want to indicate backpack check, because on Sunday I always go through their backpacks, make sure they have everything that they need for school the next week, you know, papers are signed, homework's done. I mean, I check that on Friday as well, but just a double check to make sure everything is nice and cleaned out. So my Made Prep sticker is just from Erin Condren. It's like one of those where you can personalize the stickers, which I think are a great value, especially if you're kind of like a minimalistic planner, because it gives you, I mean, you can personalize it with pretty much anything as long as it fits on the sticker, so it's nice. And then a trick that I learned from Mandy Plans is to like flip so that you only have a few sheets of paper so your hand's flat on Sunday, because for right-handed people that is difficult to write on. And to go along with my Made Prep sticker, I'm going to use this little munchkin from Once More with Love, where they're changing their sheets, because like I said, if I leave my sheets out, they will change them for me. So just want to remember to put clean sheets out. And then I'm gonna take this little plan next week sticker, which is from Lexie Kylee Designs. It was a freebie with one of my 7,000 orders that I placed. And put that on Sunday afternoon. So that's usually when I film Plan With Me's. I think that's kind of it for like plans that I have already this week, but I did want to kind of add in some decorative elements just because it's Thanksgiving, or excuse me, Christmas, and I don't know, I guess Christmas calls for more decorative spreads. So I'm gonna kind of flip through these and see which ones I want to use. Guys, so that is about it so far for the week. I will post pictures throughout the week of my spread, so if you're interested in seeing that, just head over to Instagram, and my Instagram name is @livingthewifelife. If you like the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks again for watching.